Hey guys, it is Nick here from Sweaty's FIFA, and today we have got a video on how to prepare, or how to best prepare for FC26. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, the first thing that you guys want to do is go over to your club section and go over to Evolutions. And this is a brand new account, by the way, because I don't normally play on PC, and I'm doing a PC account next for the next FIFA, so stay tuned for that. The first thing you want to do is complete the road to FC26. Now, in this, you get the 81 plus of 7 players pack in FC26. I don't think you get it straight away. I believe you get it around October, as it normally is most FIFAs, but you want to complete this evolution first to get those packs if you haven't already. And then after that, you also want to go over to your objectives, and in live to complete any objectives that gets you something in FC26. Like, for example, where is it? The Gritty to Glory. You get the Gritty, if you complete it, you get the Gritty celebration in FC26. So, as you see, you earn a 99 Ronaldinho for this FIFA, and then you also get the Gritty celebration in FC26. So, those are things that you want to complete. Any objectives that say that you get rewards in FC26, and any evolutions too. And just while we're on the evolutions tab, you also want to be getting in the rhythm of checking this every single day to see if there's any other evolutions that will get you a reward in FC26. So let's get on to the next one, boys. Alright, and the next tip that you guys want to do is basically you guys want to go over to Footbin, Footwiz, whatever you guys like to use as your basically source for FC players and content, and just take a look through all of these icons. If you did pre-order the game by August 26th, like most of you guys would have, you guys will have a chance at getting one of these icons that you can see on the screen here. And what I would do personally is just go through each and every one of them, look through their stats so that you are aware of what to do. Like, for example, for me, I'm wanting to get Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I would go through here and just have a look at his stats. Obviously, we don't know any of these stats, but we know we'll have 86 pace and 94 shooting. Can't really have a look at what you do here because obviously we don't have the in-game stats yet or the weak foot, but I would just have a look, get used to these stats, know what he's gonna be like. You can probably take a look at some of his old FIFA cards when he was in the game and see if you can kind of have a guess at what he's going to be like. So that is tip number 2. Let's go on to tip number 3. Alright guys, and for tip number 3, I would have you guys making sure that your settings are accurate. So obviously in the new game, you're going to have to redo all of these, but just get used to setting them up and how you want them. Obviously auto shots and assisted headers are off in Ultimate Team already, but the two that you want to have is shot assistance and precision shooting. So shot assistance you want on precision shooting. You have to be accurate with this, obviously, because wherever you aim is exactly where the ball is going to go. But the caveat with that is, if it is on target, you do get extra shot power with your shot, and that just is so much better. Now obviously in this FIFA you would have had times finishing on, So precision shooting and time to finishing being on. Goalkeepers basically are not saving that. But in the next FIFA, the low driven, instead of just tapping the shoot button, you have to double tap. So back in FIFA 17 and FIFA 18, where it was double tap for low dribblings, they're bringing that back, which means there is no time to finishing. So what I've been doing on this account is keeping time to finishing off, getting used to not having it, getting used to not pressing it, because if you guys go into the next FIFA and start double tapping B, it's going to be a low driven, and if you start double tapping B from outside the box, it's not going to be good. And on that, the shooting type, so you can do a finesse low driven by powering up the finesse and then hitting B a second time as they're about to hit the ball, will create a finesse low driven. So for those people that played FIFA 17, FIFA 18, like myself, maybe some of you guys will probably have a huge advantage going into this, knowing how low drivens are supposed to work and how well they were working back when we did have this mechanic back in the day. So yeah, that is tip number 3. Let's get into tip number 4. Alright, so we are still on the settings page for this next tip, except this time we are on the camera. So for this one, the best camera in the game is tele broadcast. And if you're an OG FIFA player that's been playing for a while, you've probably been on this since, yet again, FIFA 17, FIFA 18, 19, 20, or pretty much your whole time. It's been the best camera angle for the longest time in FIFAs and FCs, and that's tele broadcast with a custom camera setting of 20 height and 0 zoom, and just set all these to 0, and then having power shot zoom off. Now, the reason why you want power shot zoom off is because if somebody does a power shot cancel, it's still going to zoom in, and then it's not going to zoom out in time, and they're just going to be easily able to run past you. Whereas if you have it off, there's going to be no zoom. It's just going to be raw gameplay, and you're just going to be able to defend any power shots, whether they don't cancel or if they do cancel it. So make sure you got this. If you haven't been playing on tele broadcast, 20 height, 0 zoom, make sure you probably for the next week or so just switch it, see how you like it. I know some people do like playing on tactical. It gives you a much wider view of the field, and you can see what's going on. But tele broadcast, you get the same thing. You're closer to the ball, you can see the ball a lot better. I feel like your reaction time is going to be a lot better as well. So maybe give it a try for next week if you're playing on something else, and see how you like it. For me and for a lot of other people, especially people that have been playing the game for a long time, we all play on tele broadcast 20 height, 0 zoom. It just feels a lot better, plays a lot better, and when you feel good, you play good. So yeah, anyway, let's get into the next one. Alright guys, the next one that we want to do is we want to go over to our club, and you want to start playing with a gold team. So that's my team obviously right now. If we go over to here, this is the current team that I'm running in the Gritty to Glory Cup. It's basically just an all-friend side. I just had to work with stuff that I had in my club as I just started this account. And even if you've completed the Gritty to Glory Cup, which I haven't, I've got just today to complete it, I would still just maybe go in there and play just a couple of games a day in there. Maybe spend an hour or so in the Gritty to Glory Cup, even though you're not playing for anything, just to get used to how the gold card's going to feel. Because, like, I can tell you, using this side, very sluggish, very slow. The touches are awful. But when I go over to my main squad, my Road to 99 squad, which is literally now a full 99 rated team, these guys feel incredible, and that's because their stats are basically maxed out. They've got the best stats in the entire game, so they're going to feel incredible, right? The gold card's going to feel completely different. Spend an hour or two in the Great Glory Cup, even if you've completed it, just to, get the feel of the gold cards again, because every single year there's complaints, oh my god, the game is so slow, the game's gone, the game feels slow, so sluggish. But that's because you're using gold cards. They're so much slower, their first touch is going to be terrible. their stats are going to be terrible in general. And the best cards you've got in the game are icons and team of the weeks when they come out. So yeah, just get used to how they're going to feel in game by utilizing the Gritty to Glory cop as your best friend. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is your FC points. So a lot of you guys might have some FC points from your pre-order last year. You guys might just, spend a couple of $100 on the game every now and then, and you still have some FC points lying around. Now, most of the time, every single year, you can transfer FC points. Personally, I don't see why they would remove that option, but there has been an EA employee replying on Reddit saying that there has been no confirmation as of yet whether or not the feature of transferring FC points as a one-time use will be in the game next season. So if you're one of those people that load up before the new FIFA comes out, the new FC comes out, I would hold off until we have that confirmation, or just maybe wait until the game comes out and then load up. I know there is a few issues with the store when the game first opens up, not usually able to buy a few points straight away, and that's why we normally load up. But I'm assuming if they're not going to allow us to transfer FC points, there's either a reason for that. They might be removing them. There might be a new currency, or whatnot. So just probably wait until we get some confirmation if you are going to load up, or maybe just wait until the game comes out. But I'm sure there'll be plenty of updates either from myself or from your favorite YouTubers on if they're going to load up. I don't watch Baton, so I'm not sure if he's loaded up, but I mean, Baton is close with EA, so if you see him loading up, maybe you can load up too, because I'm sure he's not going to waste thousands of dollars loading up FC points if he's not going to be able to transfer them. Alright, the next thing I would like to say is, I know it's boring, but play squad battles. The gameplay will be different, the AI will remain the same. So the only hurdle you really have to cross is figuring out the gameplay. And the best way to figure out the gameplay without really getting pissed off because you're losing to real players is by going into squad battles and learning against the AI. So maybe if you don't want to play Rivals, don't want to play Chance with the pointless to play picks you guys already have anyway, just go into squad battles and play on Legendary Ultimate AI. Learn how to do it, because the losses don't matter anyway when you're learning. And then when you go into the next FIFA, the next FC, you're gonna be able to know how the Legendary and Ultimate AI play. You're obviously gonna have a worse team, so then you can push it back to maybe professional, world class, and absolutely batter the AI until you learn the gameplay. And then you guys will be able to go into Legendary and Ultimate and be able to beat them. Alright, the next thing that I want to address is when you guys pack your cards. So obviously you guys are going to get some packs, you're going to play some games and earn some packs as well. Or maybe you spend your pre-order FC points, or if you load up on packs. Now, what are you going to do with those cards that you pack? So you're going to get some cheap gems or some good players, like let's say for example you pack that Lamine Yamal, or maybe you pack a good card like a Rafael Leao or something. Those cards are going to go for upwards of 100k straight away, whereas maybe if you wait a couple of weeks they're going to drop down to 70, 50k and you're losing out on money. Yes, it's still a lot of coins in the bag, but you could have a lot more as well. So always check the value of your cards. There's going to be low rated cards as well that people want in their starter teams that will go for 15, 20k, when in a couple of weeks they might go for 5k or 3k. So check all your cards. If they sell them. And then you're going to bring up a piggy bank balance of probably a couple of 100,000 coins. By the time everyone starts coming back down in price, you're going to be able to get a lot more better cards for a lot cheaper price and build the perfect weekend league team for your first weekend league and get a great head start. So make sure you guys do check every single card to make sure which one sells and which ones don't. Alright, and the final tip I want to give to you guys is basically what to do with your FC points. So if you pre-ordered the game, you guys are going to get a bunch of FC points, or maybe you just choose to load up $100 when the game starts. What are you going to do with those FC points? You can open packs, you can open promo packs, you can go into drafts, or you could even buy a season pass, whatnot. Personally, what I would do is, if there's a paid season pass in the first season of the game, I would go buy that first, because you want to have the best head start possible. You want to get as many packs as possible. So you want to get that first season pass. A lot of people I've seen saying is maybe hold off to see if the pass is worth it. See if there's players in the pass that you're like, okay, I want them. But let's be real, the premium pass, from our experience on FC25 so far, it's always been worth it. The end card has always been miles above every other card, and even some of these premium cards are better than the ones that aren't in the standard pass. So I would always invest it straight away into the premium pass first, and then what would I do with the remaining FC points? For me, I would be going into drafts. Not straight away. Build a solid starter team that you can go into rivals with first. Play some rivals games, get a feel of the gameplay. If you're confident enough that you can win games, like all the pros don't even play rivals to start with. They just go straight into drafts. I generally go straight into drafts as well, because I'm confident in my ability. So if you're not confident in your ability, go play some rivals matches. Don't spend those FC points just yet, and then go into the draft. Now, all you need to do is win 2 games in the draft. Get to the 3rd round in the draft. If you lose that, you're still getting some good packs. It just takes 1 card at the start of the game to get you somebody, alright? So, if you're confident enough to win 2 games in the draft, go play draft with the FC points. You're going to see a much better return for your FC points. If you're not, or you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm that good, you have doubts in your ability at the start of every game, then I would say you can probably go and just spend it on packs. But go back to the last tip and make sure you're checking every card, because if you're spending those FC points on packs, you want to get the best bang for your buck, and you want to be able to build your bank balance up to build a good team come the first week in league. So for me, I'm going to go straight into the drafts and test my ability in there. For you guys, you might want to go and spend it on packs, but build your bank balance up if you want to do that. Check every card if it sells, and then if you're good enough at the game, go into draft, test your ability, see if you can win 2 games in the draft to get some packs. But anyway, this has been the end of the video. If you guys have liked the video, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe button. If you guys do want to check out the stream, the link is down in the description below. I will be streaming at some point later today. So if I see you guys there, I'll see you guys there. If not, have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.